the series of rewarding some of these key players is concerned. But to quickly take it across to Payal as well. Payal, I was meaning to ask you about Anurag Thakur. That's one name we've not seen so far. That's one person we've not seen at 7 Lok Kalyan mark, despite him at the helm of important ministries in Modi 2.0.
Well, Anurag Thakur has actually fought his way up to the top as far as the BJP government is concerned. Remember, he was a Minister of State for Finance when Nirmala Sitharaman was made the Finance Minister after the demise of, just before the demise of Arun Jaitley, when Arun Jaitley had demitted his office as well. Since then, he's come up a wrong way. He became a Cabinet Minister in 2021 when the reshuffle took place. He was made the Sports Minister and also made the Information and Broadcasting Minister as well. It's very surprising to see that his name is not there on the list as well. That's what his office has also been able to tell. But for anybody who studied Anurag Thakur's trajectory will understand that Anurag Thakur has been a 5-time member of Parliament. He's been somebody who's been winning from the Hamirpur seat for 5 long times. He's been somebody who's considered to be a very approachable and a very highly performing minister as well. What are the reasons for him being dropped? Is he going to be made into the is he going to join the space of the organization? Because remember, the BJP also needs to get strong people within the organization as well. Ever since Bhupendra Yadav has become a union minister and some others have become a union minister, it has been a little difficult as far as the organization is concerned. That's also a very key part of the Modi government reach out as well. The party is very, very strong, and party say Sangathan hai, Sangathan say party is what the BJP leaders have been saying. So, they need strong leaders within the organization as well. We'll have to just see what happens really there. But the billion-dollar question is that who becomes the party's president, because we do understand JP Nadda's term is coming to an end, this June, and we also do understand that JP Nadda has a full term. He just got a Rajya Sabha from Gujarat just a few months ago, so he has a full 6-year term to go. There's a position at the leader of the House is concerned in Rajya Sabha. That office is also going to be demitted by Piyush Goyal, who's now come to the Lok Sabha as well. So will JP Nadda be given that position? Will he be made a union minister again? Because remember, he was a union minister in Modi 1.0 when he was, of course, the health minister of the country. But later on went on to join the organization as well. So a lot of questions remain unanswered, but we'll have to wait and see who are the final people who are taking shape, because there are a lot of names that have been doing the rounds. Who are the final people who actually make it through the dais with Prime Minister Narendra Modi? We were waiting with bated breath because we hadn't heard about Mr. Jaishankar so far, but finally we are given a confirmation that Mr. Jaishankar is well on his way to the LKM residence, and he is in fact inside as well. He holds a very, very important portfolio of external affairs, and the Prime Minister in a few days from now will be heading to G7, where Mr. Jaishankar is also going to accompany him in Italy.
Okay, we're talking about representation to regional players, regional political parties. Aman, before we end up concluding that unlike all roads to Delhi lead from Uttar Pradesh, through Uttar Pradesh, and we switch that to Bihar, we'll have to do a quick comparison and an analysis on what kind of representation are we seeing coming from Bihar vis-a-vis Uttar Pradesh. Can you quickly bring out the numbers and names for us?
Well, the Uttar Pradesh representation, if I read it out to you, Rajnath Singh, of course, the biggest name from Uttar Pradesh is coming in. The other names we can see, Jitin Prasad is going to be there from Uttar Pradesh, but obviously the names which are coming from Bihar are much more. This is also because the allies are from Bihar. So, be it Lallan Singh is coming from Bihar, Mr. Karpuri Thakur's son is from Bihar, Chirag Paswan is from Bihar, Mr. Jitenram Manjhi is from Bihar. So, also the question that there are a lot of allies in Bihar which are getting represented from UP. We have Anupriya Patel also, who's becoming a minister. She is also from the state of Uttar Pradesh. We are still awaiting more names from Uttar Pradesh, but so far these are the names I can see: Jitin Prasad and Rajnath Singh and Anupriya Patel from Bihar. I can see the names of yes, I can see the names of Giriraj Singh as well, Nityanand Rai as well. So obviously lot of representation from Bihar this time. And Bihar is a key state which goes to elections in the next year. In fact, about a year and a half from now, we'll see elections in Bihar, which will be very, very key. And because the JDU and the HAM are both allies of the NDA from there, obviously they are getting more and more ministerial posts. Even amongst the allies, Jitenram Manjhi from Bihar is going to be a minister. So Ramnath Thakur and Lallan Singh I mentioned. So 3 ministers from the allies itself are coming from Bihar, and then from the NDA BJP camp also Nityanand Rai is coming from there. So obviously there are Bihar representation is looking very, very healthy in this cabinet. Bihar seems a new UP when it comes to representation in the Union Council of Ministers.
Okay, absolutely. So we've managed to point out 6 names from Bihar, BJP and its allies, and 3 to 4 so far from Uttar Pradesh. That's what the overall picture is looking like as we speak. Pallavi, now, what does that really mean for the opposition in Uttar Pradesh? Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav a short while ago came out to say that ye sarkar nahi chalegi. You know, he's been riding high on the numbers he's managed to get in Uttar Pradesh, and the opposition is going to want to take it forward. But we also see the BJP in damage control and introspection mode, not to forget the meeting that was very recently held by Yogi Adityanath there.
Well, UP, Bihar are two states which no political party can even afford to ignore, and certainly not the BJP. Yes, it was seen as a setback with the kind of results which came in, but just look at the face of it. Of course, Akhilesh Yadav's main challenge now, and there's no guarantee yet whether there is going to be an alliance between the SP and the Congress party, even at the assembly level, because it was very clear that this alliance was only at the Lok Sabha level. So we'll have to wait to see whether the UP ke ladke are also going to fight the battle together. But for Akhilesh Yadav, now he'll also have to prove that, you know, his Karm Bhumi and Jan Bhumi is where his party is able to do well. And at BJP, smarting from a lack of good performance in comparison to what they had got last time round, are not going to inch that space. BJP is known to be a party which fights back, which hits back, and I'm sure they're going to try and do it from the ground to ensure that at least on ground zero in Uttar Pradesh, their government is not dislodged whenever the next assembly elections are held. Thereby, perhaps it explains why they've taken a mix of the seniors, the old and the new, people like Jitin Prasad and all. I mean, Pilibhit, for example, was one seat which did not go, the ticket was not given to a sitting MP, Firoz Barun Gandhi. It was given to Jitin Prasad. And Jitin Prasad won, and he became a mantri, a very strong messaging which goes out that we also want a mix. The Brahmins, every caste equation will also be balanced, and also it's going to be seniors, juniors. We want to reach out to every section of the population. That perhaps explains why in UP they have experimented here, in Bihar. And if you look at the overall cabinet look also, you see a continuity, you see a change, you see Bihar, of course, being the heavyweight over here, and also trying to get in younger faces, fresher faces. And over here, what the portfolio comes is also going to be very, very critical, because that will give us an insight into the focus of the government as well.
Absolutely. Whether or not the yardstick has solely been restricted to results, one can't say with the most certainty. It's been more about performance. So it's been a performance-oriented approach that the government has taken in picking on some of these faces. Stay on with us, all of you. We need to head to a very quick break, but our non-stop focus on latest developments continues to stay on CNN News 18. We'll be right back.
मैं नरेंद्र दास मोदी ईश्वर की लेता हूं, मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित.
The three-point era is tough. The most comprehensive coverage, historic swearing-in ceremony, only on CNN 18.